Alrighty, we are playing Monster Train. We are onto our second run. So we were Hellhorned last time. Obviously, that was our default choice. This time, I think we're going to go Awoken Hellhorned. So the Awoken. Gather the Awoken of the Wildwood Forest. Hollows and Animus are supported by healing channelers. Obviously, the Hellhorned were the ones we saw last time. So the Awoken are more healing / spiky damage. We're going to go with Covenant 1 as well. We've unlocked. This is the Ascension mechanic. So enemies are stronger, but we get random cards as well. So they're really useful. Let's go. How hard can it be? Seraph the Chaste, cleansing all units. Okay, so that we had this one in the last Let's Play. This is fine. This as an effect is not a problem. Our starting cards, we get 2 copies of Sharpen, which gives us spikes and damage. We get 2 copies of Hidden Passage to ascend a unit. So we can start shuffling units back and forth between different places. And we get Invigorating Solution to draw 3 next turn. Alright, it's a good... not a bad selection of cards to start with. Alright, enemies get -1 or friendly units enter with armor 5. Armor 5 is really powerful, especially if you want to go for like a spikes build, for example. Enemies getting -1 though is in places, especially with like multi-strike, there are places where the enemy they have a huge amount of health in their health pool, but they don't have much attack. So it's definitely interesting to say get -1 because the armor 5 over the course of a battle, I think enemies -1 is more impactful. So let's go with that one. That's my... also, if we're going for a spikes build, giving them less attack means that your spiky units can take more hits, essentially. The armor is less... I think the armor is less useful. Okay, so we have Revenge, draw 1, triggers when damaged. So drawing cards is good. Rejuvenate, so when you heal this, it deals 15 damage to the front enemy unit. Just in terms of having a big unit behind which we want to have some attackers, I think drawing cards is really good. So we'll go with this one. Enemy extended with armor 10. Armor 10. Okay, so we got a 250 and a 0-1. So that's actually going to be a 150. So we're not taking a huge amount of damage regardless. I think we can probably take the armor 10. Like, we're not going to kill anything, put it that way. The pyre is going to be dealing a huge amount of damage. I feel like we are going to be taking some pyre damage, but that's not the end of the world. Like, your health is a resource, as Magic the Gathering has trained us to remember. Yeah, because our torches are doing literally nothing here. So at the moment, we're just going to start dumping stuff out. So we can't even... well, we can torch it. It's just not going to do anything. So I think we just end the turn here. We are going to get some gold. Gold is good. I like gold. So if we stick a Train Steward here and then ascend this Train Steward, we now have 3 Train Stewards on the same floor. Is that going to help? I don't know. It means we'll get some damage through, put it that way. Enhance with +4, apply spikes for. So that's exactly what we wanted. I just kind of wanted... yeah, kind of wanted it a little bit faster. I mean, we could always ascend this and hope for spikes next turn. Having said that, we might be actually in a not too terrible position. Let's stick a Restore on. We are essentially dealing 8 a time. Yeah, so we took 2 damage. over the course of a battle. That's nothing. And we get another sharpen, so... And this is just dying straight up. Yeah, we're good. Now we're going to draw all the cards. Yeah. This is the right call. Yeah, so we took 2 damage, but we got a 3-turn boss rush, and we got 50% trial bonus as well, so easily outdoing the -4% there. And we got an extra unit draft. So that's really, really good. Steel Enhancer, Glimmer's not too terrible. Restoring damage, restoring health to all friendlies and dealing damage to all enemies. It's okay. Potentially, I actually don't take any of these cards and just take the money. Applying Rage 4 and Armor 5, or dealing 2x damage to enemy units. That's not a terrible option. Having a damage source that is good, it'll go for event actually. Why not? Alright, so now we're going to see unit draft. So this is units from both of our primary and allied clans. So we have the Awoken Hollow. Summon, gain 60 max health, rejuvenate +1 attack and +1 health. So that's pretty good. Rage on enemy units, rage on friendly units adds an additional 2 attack per stack. So if we were going for a rage build, that's a really fantastic option. Thorned Hollow, rejuvenate gains spikes 2. We aren't really playing a rejuvenate deck at the moment. Like, we have restores, but we don't... I mean, we are early enough that we can segue into that. So I would suggest Awoken Hollow simply because it is such a massive unit behind which to put. Yeah, I think it's got to be Awoken Hollow. It's such a massive unit, especially if you can heal it up a lot. So Merchant of Magic gets us to forging some spells. Our spells wise, possibly Sharpen we would go for. Merchant of Steel obviously is pretty good. I think in this circumstance, I think we have enough enough frontline tank units. So I want a backline unit, and to do that, we're going to need the Hellhorned. The Hellhorned are the here we go. Consumer of Crowns, costing 3. This is a rare creature, obviously. It's nuts. So if you have a bunch of imps in play, this costs very little. But it is 140. Sorry, 100 attack, 40 health. That's unlikely to happen in this run, and unfortunately we haven't got the way of cheating it out that we want. So, I mean, we can cheat it out. There are ways of cheating this out, but the Horned Warrior is likely to be the better option here. So, upgrading a spell to remove Consume. 1 to draw 3 cards next turn. That seems reasonable. I mean, I could also make it cost nothing. Oh no, I can't. Why not? I can. Yeah, there we go. 0, draw 3 next turn. That's a pretty good one. I mean, the alternative is like a Sharpen. But this is just card draw, card draw, card draw. Like, the question is that good though? I think having cheaper Sharpens, because we want to be sticking as many Sharpens as possible onto our tanky units. So having a cheap Sharpen is something we can at least duplicate in future, which is a good one. 50 gold left. I'm not going to purge. I'm not going to purge. I mean, the option is there, but I don't want to purge just yet. Start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor, 75 coins. These... honestly, yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because I believe the summoned units are not particularly strong. Apparently I'm wrong. They've got massive amounts of rage. Whoops. Okay, well... Never mind. What we're going to do is stick the... Yeah, we'll stick the Awoken Hollow out there then. And we're going to take some damage. Draw 3 next turn. And we're going to torch the back line. So we're only taking 4 damage on our pyre. That's fine. Actually, it might even be less than that, because they lose a rage stack. So we lost 2 damage. Okay. Suddenly this hand is very full. Let's kill the backliner, get some money. Money is good. Sinner's Burden. So if we stick spikes on, suddenly all of these are dying, and then we just regenerate. I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, we're drawing all the cards. Purge. We really should be purging some of these. That's only taking 23 damage. Is that a problem? It is a bit of a problem. All right. Again, we're probably going to be taking... Yeah, we're taking a single damage hit. Let's not forget, though, we are doing it for a benefit, so... Draw 3 next turn. Yeah. So, because this is now a 2 rather than 3, we're going to get a number of rounds of attacks on this. So that's really, really fantastic. Let's kill one of these. So much draw. So much draw. So we could ascend this unit. It's not a terrible plan. So we're going for the kill on the top floor. More sharpen, more restore. I think that's got to be the play. Dead? Yeah, it's dead. This has now got spikes. That's fine. So that's going to kill our Horned Warrior in like 2 hits, but that's okay. We don't even need to cast these. It's already dead. We know it's already dead. This is the card draw run. 125 gold and a couple of clan packs as well. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So restoring health to all friendly units and dealing 2 damage to all enemy units. We do have the Awoken Hollows. That does synergize somewhat nicely. I might take one of those. Applying Rage 3 to enemy units. Apply Rage 6 in general. Ritual of Battle. It's an interesting card. I'm not sure I want to be doing that. Applying Rage 4, Armor 5 for 2, though. That is more appealing. The armor is more appealing. Now, obviously, remember, these are all effects that are going to be semi-cleansed by Seraph, but you can still stack them. She just will cleanse them. So that's just something you have to be wary about. Gaining an Awoken unit, I don't necessarily care about that. I want more artifacts. I am a sucker for artifacts. Units gain an extra upgrade slot. Regen restores 1 health per stack. I mean, we are playing the Awoken. This kind of makes sense. This is really good. This kind of makes sense. This is really good. This is more... I mean, especially we're on floor 3. We should... Yeah, I feel like we have more opportunity to upgrade our units. Let's do that. As you pass a train graveyard, you notice several of your fallen allies. Within the beasts of gnarled steel lie now extinguished pyre shards. Even further inside the rubble, you can make out some last protected treasures. Perhaps if you were to relight the pyre shards using some of your own, the trains would reveal their value. So we can do a Heartstone, lose 3 pyre health, gain Heartstone, so upgrades the unit with plus 25 health. Medium Shard, plus lose 6 pyre health. When your pyre kills a unit, restore 5 pyre health. That's actually really not too bad, especially synergizing with our enemies get -1. Friendly units get plus 10 and Heartless. Can't really take... I mean, ideally that would be a fantastic one if we're running, say, an armor build, but we're not. It's not a bad option, though. This one is less good. I think we're just going to go for a Heartstone, though. It's a minor one, but it's not bad. That does mean our Awoken Hollow is rather good. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's a very annoying problem. Daedalus, Heaven's disgraced professor, has improved his explosive inventions. They explode twice now. Okay, so they're going to deal a bunch of damage, so we have to kill them first. So that means torches. Or quick. We don't have quick, so we need torches. We're going to set up on the middle floor then, if this is how it's going to be looking. So, do we want a Woken Hollow in the front? No, we want that behind. And then ascend. There we go. That is a nice looking floor. So all we need now is some... Well, Glimmer will do it, actually. Kill everything on the floor. Heal up. And we're going to draw some cards next turn. Perfect. Do a torch. Yeah. That was good. So we need a torch on this floor. Perfect. We do have one. So, I mean, we could also just vent. Venting is pretty good as well. Let's sharpen and vent. So that kills the explosives. We're still killing this. We're only taking 1 damage here. And this is all fine. Perfect. Haste is bad, though. Luckily, we have got vent. Right, so we only need to vent for 1 on that floor. That shouldn't be too hard. These are mostly dying. I say mostly dying because that is not dying at all. Stick a train steward up here, and then we're venting on this floor. Yeah. Okay, so this is... We're going to take some damage. Well, that's a pain. This is just going to die in the first stage of combat. So this is going to deal 2 damage to us. Okay, I can deal with that. That I can deal with. We're going to stick some armor on our boy here. Can't add more spikes, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain. Haste is bad, though. If we haste this, we can kill it immediately, and then this is just going to be normal. Sorry, if we ascend this one, it means that we kill it, and then this one comes up to the next floor in the normal course of proceedings. So we were screwed there because we had no removal. But because we have different ways of moving things around, different ways of killing things, there are different ways of achieving your goals. Okay, so this is just dying. I will play a train steward. I will get regen going here, I guess, and possibly rejuvenate as well. 397. So we've got Daedalus. Daedalus is just dead. It's just dead. So that's good. Cannot go wrong with a dead Daedalus. So we took 4% damage, well, 2 damage for 4% off our score, but we did take a 2-turn boss rush, so plus 20%. And yeah, we beat Daedalus, so... Ooh, apply regen 2 and spikes 2. I do like a spreading spores. I do like a spreading spores. Unleash the Wildwood as well is very interesting, restoring friendly units to full health. I'm going to go spreading spores. I'm just going to go spreading spores. I really like it. Ooh, okay. So, sweep. Sweep is one of the best mechanics. It attacks all enemies at the same time. Does that synergize with anything in our deck? I believe we have, yeah, sharpens. So if we can stick sharpens on a sweep unit, suddenly we get massive attacks. Multi-strike 2 as well, Animus of Will. That is also very, very, very good. Possibly might be better than sweep in some circumstances. If we can pump it up high enough, it will be dealing a significant amount of damage, and we have a lot of slots for unit improvement as well. So it might be Animus of Will here, actually. Oh, now the real question: do we want more Ember, more cards? We don't need more cards. We have so much card draw. We do not need more card draw. So I think the difference between Light of Seraph, so we get more capacity on a floor. I think we're just aiming for 5, and then we have the Ascend unit, so the capacity doesn't necessarily matter to us anyway. So I think it's Ember, so we can play more cards. Okay, so duplicate any card except for your champion. Hellhorned. I don't want to be doing that unless I've got something to actually duplicate, is the problem. I mean, Invigorating Solution, maybe. Sharpen, maybe. Awoken Hollow, possibly. Hellhorn unit is a fine. Unstable Vortex, we do want to be removing cards from our deck. There is a strong thing behind that. Let's have a look at the map. How many more Hell Vents do we actually have? There's a Hell Vent at 7, so we can duplicate at 7. Beyond that... Oh, there's a Hell Vent at 7 and an at 8. Alright. It's a bit late is the problem. But by then they might be good enough. So I'm inclined to come to this side just to get the Merchant of Steel upgrades. I think we have our cards. So, okay. Upgrade a unit with plus 10. Upgrade a unit with spikes 4. Or upgrade a unit with multi-strike 1. Multi-strike 1 is very interesting. Obviously, plus 10 is very interesting on the multi-striker. 13 by 3. That's a very large amount of damage. Spikes 4. Spikes 4 is fine, but it's going to get purged. I don't think I necessarily care about that. Multi-strike 1. Sticking that on a Horned Warrior that's a chunk of damage. Alright, I'm going to hit 1 reroll. Upgrade a unit with Endless, so that's if it dies, it comes back. It comes back to the top of the draw pile. Normally they are purged, not purged, they're removed, consumed, shall we say. Normally enemy units are units are consumed, but if they're endless, then they get to come back. Useful for things like imps, but don't know about that one. I'm kind of inclined to stick another Strength Stone on my Animus of Will, to be honest. And maybe that's good enough for right now. Maybe 1 Purge as well. If we went to, say, purge a Train Steward, which we definitely do not need. 4. Alright, and to the Dark Forge. So 100 health, Revenge, or Rejuvenate, deal 15 damage to front enemy unit. Now, we have got regen in the form of spreading spores now, so we're going to be going for this option. Restore some fire health, and to battle. They may be low-level recruits, so they'll overload you with penance if you don't take them out quickly. And enter with Spell Shield too. Now, that should be fine, because we don't care about Spell Shield. So we'll take it. We'll take the trial. We're not dealing damage with our spells. We're dealing damage with attrition, mostly. and units. So one of the nice things about this is that we're not taking any damage from these Absolvers, because they just get -1 by default, so we actually don't even really care about either of these. So we can literally just set up however we want on the bottom floor. So we have ascending units. So if I stick the multi-strike here for now, yeah, let's go like that. Animus of Will. Okay, so Train Steward here. Sticking the Animus of Will maybe behind here? Ascending a unit is going to be a bit of a problem here, actually, because this wants to be the one at the front. Could be an issue. Could be a slight issue. I guess we'll see. How do we get around this? We have to order our units very, very carefully now. Or we have to kill them very, very fast on the first turn. Okay, well, we're killing both of these anyway. Maybe that's a next turn problem. Let's move this one up one. Right, so this is dying, this is dying. That seems bad. That gets rid of Spell Shield. This dying does seem bad. Oh, This is an example of why the ordering really, really matters in this game. About where you place things. As you can see, this being in front of this makes way more sense than this being in front of this one. We will try our best. Unfortunately, we haven't drawn anything useful here. That's at least dying, so that's good. Drawing extra cards is useful. Yeah, we're gonna lose our Animus of Will. That is a big chunk of damage to be losing. I'm not particularly happy about that. But that is a mistake. You know, mistakes happen. It's how we choose to deal with them is the thing. So we're only dealing 16 damage here. Yeah, that seems bad. But... we get a brief respite, which admittedly is not going to particularly help us. Where's all of our units gone? Yeah. Well, going to be taking some fire damage here, and I accept that because that's my fault. Not ideal. Especially when we're only dealing 109 damage to the enemy. That is not good. Not good at all. I think it's ascend time. Nine damage. Alright. Maybe double spikes is good enough. Yeah, take some damage. Oh, this is too much damage. Oh, it's too much damage. I was trying so hard. The spell shield actually has been quite bad for us. Regen 2, spikes 2. What does that do for us? That's a bunch of extra damage, but is it enough extra damage? Not really. I'm pretty convinced we're not dead, but we are, yeah. 206 damage, we're dealing how many? We've got 30 attack, so we're dealing 7 hits, so we're taking 63 damage. I've had better rounds. And that's why you don't always take the spoils. Sometimes it's hard. I'm going to take an Awake here to restore 30 health. That does seem like a very good card for us. Rage Serum. It is free. Yeah. Alright, we'll take one. This is an interesting one. We have got not very much fire health. That is going to be a consideration for this next run. Or next round, rather. I think we have to go this side just to try and restore some health. Let's have a look. Upgraded spells cost -1. So if we -1 on our spreading spores, then that makes it cheaper, which is always good. Upgraded spell with +10 magical power. 2x +10 damage? That's not ideal. 40 health regen. I mean, the difference between 30 and 40 health is... it's unlikely to matter. I want to re-roll. Oh, double stack. Double stack is good. So regen 4, spikes 4. That's more like it. And we might as well make Awake cost less, I think. Or possibly in the Inflame. No, I think the regeneration is the right one to be going for here. We could always make Invigorating Solution cost 0 again. How much card draw do we need? It's a good question. I think I'm inclined to make just general things cost cheaper, so let's go with that. Let's take out a Train Steward. And this time, let's not screw up the ordering of our creatures so badly that we just die immediately. That'd be nice. And we can't really afford to be lax anymore. Enemy units appear on each floor. I don't think we can take that. Not with our current health total. It's a little bit sad. We might have just aced it, but yeah, I can't guarantee it, and therefore, yeah. So I'm going to set up on the top floor like I should have been setting up all along. Just to guarantee that we're going to have big creatures in the middle. Might as well just kill these right now as well. There's literally no downside there. Get a train steward out, maybe on the ground floor? There's no reason not to. Restore 30 health, apply regen 4. Yep. So multi strike and then ascend it. So this is the build you want. You want big unit, large amount of damage dealer in the back. So that's how you set up. Again, Animus would be absolutely fantastic if we could play it, which we might be able to. I could play that, and so what does this get? This has got Harvest, so we can play this and this. So we're only taking 4 damage, and we have 5. Might as well kill all the enemy units there. Keep our unit alive here. That's actually killing the clipped defender, which is actually pretty impressive. That's because it's doing a huge amount of damage. Apply regen 4 and spikes 4. And we get more cards in our discard pile of that. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I think for the moment we're going to stick a train steward in there just in case. Just in case. I'm slightly worried. We'll draw some cards next turn as well. One brief respite. Alright, so we're going to ascend. So we now have the stackiest stacked floor of... Yeah, we're dealing... That's, what, 60 damage, 99, 160 damage, essentially. 180. About 180 damage per attack. That's good. That is good. I'm actually going to stick one of these on here just to get the extra stacks of regen going. More spikes. Might as well... Do we want to glimmer here? We have 1 mana, 1 ember remaining. Let's ember. Let's glimmer there. I think that's... The final wave. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so these are both dying. Excellent. Spikes. Spikes are good. Regen. Regen is good. Alright. So now we just have to wait for the boss to get to our floor. To be honest, we could ascend the boss right now if we think we can kill it. I feel like we can kill it. Okay. Apparently they just go straight into their move, but that's fine. We got so much regen, it's ridiculous, and so much spikes. That'll do. So we get the boss rush because we ascended, even though they destroyed our second floor. So that's useful to know. While we're custodian, draw 1 each turn. Consume. I don't want any of those, actually. 4 times the amount of armor on friendly units. It's okay. We're not really an armor build. High Tromper, gain 4 ember. It's fine. Piercing, deal 100 damage to friendly and enemy units. I will take a copy of that. So, because we are doing ascend shenanigans, it does mean that we do have a floor, like the middle floor, for example, where we can just cast a piercing, 100 damage. That should be fine. Okay, so this floor is artifacts on this side plus coins plus steel. We have Fell at the end of this floor. Do we think we can beat Fell with 37 health? Maybe. Do I want more health? Maybe. I'm going to go for the risky option. I think we can do it. Deal 2 damage whenever an enemy unit moves between floors, and 50% chance to remove all buff effects on an enemy unit when it enters your chain. This is a fantastic artifact. 50% chance to remove that is, rather than a static 2 damage, don't care. We're running a spikes build. If they're going to attack, you know, if they're small enough to die to 2 damage, they're going to die to spikes. So we'll take the 75 coins. Ooh, and a quick as well. Ooh. 23 by 3 quick. Yeah. That's what we call in the business. Rather good. Upgrading unit with plus 25 health as well. We could make a big Horned Warrior. I'd rather the Horned Warrior didn't just die a lot of the time. Yeah, you know what? Horned Warrior. Okay. Now, do we also want to remove cards from the deck? We have got the ability to purge. Possibly a Train Steward. Yeah, I think I'll remove one Train Steward. Obviously, I don't want to take out too much of our money. We do have future floors. 85. I think 85 points is a reasonable amount of money to leave us with. Alabaster Guardians have multi-strike, Fell empowers units with rage. So we want to be killing the Alabaster Guardians as fast as possible. They are units that appear at the beginning of the fight. They just don't move. But because Fell is empowering them with rage, that makes them a little upset. But luckily we are going to be able to just pretty much deal with these entirely due to the Animus of Will, which is absolutely fantastic. Kill that unit. Alright. Again, we're just setting up on the top floor. There's no reason not to. So Horned Warrior and then Ascend it. Do I want to Awoken Hollow as well? Yeah, actually I do. We'll draw 3 cards as well. We'll hopefully get the next Ascend card. Yeah, the rage here shouldn't really matter. Because we've got regen 4, spikes 4. Start getting those going. We did not draw the Ascend though. That is a minor problem. Sorry, we'll just regenerate 1,000 health. Stick more spikes on, and that will be the end of the turn. Yeah, this top floor is a killing room. That is absolutely a killing room. Good. Finally get to ascend this one, so get it out of the rage room. Yeah, start stacking again. Stick a regenerate on the back. Obviously, if we stick a regenerate on the back, it's just going to make it bigger, which is nice. More cards, I think. Let's go more cards. That is a lot of cards. So let's awaken here. Do some rejuvenation. Let's get the... Ooh, what is happening with you? Why are you dying? Why is this dying? Oh, it's got sweet. Oh, well, that's a pain. I do not believe we have an option of dealing with that. We can ascend it to our pirate room, but that's not a place I want to send them, particularly. Okay, maybe we just lose the damage, the double stack. Huh, that is a pain. Turns out the enemy can play with Ascend as well. How annoying. Not the end of the world, but that is definitely a thing to worry about. Especially if there are other enemies in future that are going to be doing a similar thing. Let's go sharpen, and actually I'm going to sharpen the demon. If the demon's going to be our multi-strike damager. Oh, I wonder if I could have dealt enough damage with... No, I still don't think adding 4 damage there would have been enough, but... Never mind. Ooh, 56 damage here. That's... Alright. How about if I do that? Still not damaging enough. That's upsetting. Well. Okay, now it's killing it. Good. That's one way of doing it. Alrighty. So this is now dying just in general. That's good. We got Spice 24, regen 12. That is a significant amount of regen. I might start... Yeah. Triggers after dealing and killing by gains rage 2. Okay, that's fine. I'm less worried about that one. I think here it's the Invigorating Solution. And maybe we can just torch here? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're in a decent spot. Fel is not going to be able to deal us any problems. Double stack, double stack, double stack, double stack. So that is 40 stacks of 40 stacks and 29 regen. Yeah. This is a boss build. This is a boss killing build at this point. Having 28 stacks of regen just means that we gain ludicrous health. It doesn't matter how much... Fel deals us 18 damage, we heal that up immediately. Let's murder that floor. I said I was going to do it once. Alrighty. Dead. Good. Break yourself upon my body. And also draw all the cards. No damage taken to the pyre there, which is... That's what we were aiming for. That's good. Restoring friendly units to full health. I actually like that option. Costs 0 as well. So, doesn't matter how much mana we're taking, ember we're taking. I'll take more ember. We have got things we want to do each turn. Merchant of Trinkets. We only have 185 gold, however. However, there is higher health on that side and also a random artifact as well. Yeah, we're doing it. Let's go and have a look. Gain 4 stacks of armor each time it's applied to friendly units. Actually, that is a thing that we can do. We have one card that does that. It's not a large number, but alright, we'll take it. We'll take the Railhammer. Why not? Obviously, we would have liked to been able to take the Spikes one. That would have been lots better. But never mind. Friendly units get +2 on kill. That's really good, especially with a spikes build when they're killing themselves on your spiky unit. Take the fire health. The fire health is what I came here for. Rejuvenate, deal 30 damage to frontline unit, or we make the sentient slightly bigger, I think. This is an interesting one. I'm going to go here. I haven't actually been using the rejuvenate as much as I should. I must remember that I can trigger it using restores. So, non-boss enemies get +8. How much health do they have? 160 and 5 with multi-strike. If they got multi-strike, I don't necessarily care. The Gilded Wings are slightly worrying. You know what? Let's do it. We have no money. We have no money. So let's see if we can win. Again, we're going to be setting up on the top floor, so we have some time to deal with this. That is also mildly terrifying. I would like some quick, please. Okay, so Sentient, multi-strike, Inflame, I guess, would be good. Spikes. Good starting turn. And then an Animus in the back would be fantastic if we could play it. Obviously we can't because space is a concern. Alright, how much damage have we got coming in? That's 15 plus 34 plus 34. I can Awoken Hollow. That's dying right now. We can Animus in the back. That's also dying. But we can restore all these to full health. Now it's only taking 83 damage. We can draw. And we can heal up again. So we're dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a significant amount of damage. So I'd like some ascends, please. That would be fantastic. Both ascends, in fact. So ascend and ascend. So we're taking 83 damage to our sentient here, but we are killing everything. So if we're piercing on this floor, that at least gives us a turn to like heal up. Consume with rage on the back. Oh yeah, that one's got quick as well. Okay. Yes. So we saved a bunch of damage there. And drew a bunch of cards as well. Lovely. Yeah, so this is immediately dying from quick. Perfect. It's time to start stacking the regeneration. Heaven knows that we need it. Or we just, heal everything up. That would also be good, wouldn't it? We could train Steward and Ascend. I don't see any reason not to train Steward and Ascend. More spikes is always good. I mean, we can literally just kill this. No, it's fine. We don't need to kill it just yet. Oh, so this gets the if this kills this gets the trigger from the Consume Crown, and that is fantastic for multi-striking. So actually, yeah, let's go with that. So that's now it's basically negating the rage loss right now. And I can just murder a floor. That's nice. The ability to just murder a floor is that's pretty significant. A brief respite. Lovely. Thank you very much. Double stack, and Heal up. I mean, we can also just unleash the Wildwood as well. Let's do some drawing next turn, though. That's the important thing. In fact, yeah, we might as well rejuvenate. Here comes Nephil, the Wingless General. 1,150 damage. 1,150 health, should I say. Throw a piercing attack out there. Add some more spikes, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. This boss is not going to know what's hit it. It's really not. It's going to be very, very, very upset. Spreading spores, and a sharpen. Perfect! And super dead. So we were healing up. Even with 24 attack every turn, we were healing up more than that. So that's the power of regeneration. We got the trial bonus there. We got an extra 400 gold. Suddenly our gold situation is much better. Much, much better. Channel Song here. Ooh, that's an interesting one. We have seen Channel Song before. Are there any units where I would be sad to Channel Song? I don't think there are. I think Channel Song is very good. Another Rage Serum? Don't mind if I do. Rage Serum is good because it consumes, so even though it might be a bad draw, we have A, we have a billion cards that we're drawing, and B, it gets out of our deck the next time round, so. We'll always get, okay, we're both sides offer a Merchant of Trinkets. That's a good one. So Hellvent on what? Horned Warrior? Hellvent on Spreading Spores? Spreading Spores would be good. Removing cards as well. Yeah, right. Yeah. Or an Animus. Ooh, okay. I don't know now. Like, another Animus would be pretty insane. Yeah, actually. It's double Animus. I'm sorry. We just need more things to stack on top. Upgraded spell to remove consume, but give it +1. Alright. Do we have enough units now? I think that's fine. Make a Channel Song cost 1. But we can do it multiple times. That seems decent. A quick reroll. None of those seem particularly interesting. Let's go look at this Merchant of Trinkets. Friendly unit center with Rage 3. Very good. Whenever a card with Consume is played, we do have a lot of Consume cards in the deck. Slightly fewer now. We have 2 Consumes. Okay, so we have fewer Consumes than I was expecting. Having Rage 3 is really good. Pi getting +15 is fine. I might roll again. Although I won't be able to afford anything if I roll again, I probably won't. Let's look at the map. This is the last shot though, isn't it? This is literally the last shot. The next fight is Seraph, so might as well take that one. Let's purchase some cards. So we're finally going to get the last Train Steward out there. We thank you for your service. Your services are no longer required. And that is that. Let's go Seraph. Now, obviously, Seraph is going to be an interesting one. Just got to keep throwing those stacks out there, basically. Just stack it up. Top floor, stack. Stack for the win. Can we do it? That's the question. 87 health. Getting spreading spores on the first go round is really, really fantastic. Okay. So that's dying. These have got rage, haven't they? Yeah. They've got 1 stack of rage there. I can just deal 100 damage to this floor. This is just dying. That's not just dying. I would love to play an Animus of Will, but I just can't. So what I want to be doing here is this one, which is going to deal 56 damage. No, 30 damage to Seraph. And can't play the you just can't play the Animus. That's really, really upsetting. Okay, so Horned Warrior comes in with a bit of rage. We ascend that. And then we... So they're both dying now. Give it some rage? Sure. Okay, we could ascend one of these units as well, just to die. I think that makes sense. Try and keep the number of units on each floor manageable, basically. Restore 30 health, apply regen. Yeah. So now that's dying, that's dying. More spikes? Why are we not? Why is this not dying? Surely this should die. Oh, it's only got spikes 1. Now you're dying. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. That stays alive, right? That's a creature and a half. All right, we need to draw some cards next turn. We need an ascend, but so we get Ember Drain a little bit this turn. Down to 2. Ugh. That's not ideal, I have to say. However, we do have Hidden Passage to yoink this away. Perfect. So Spreading Spores to heal up. That's it. How are you not all dying? Seriously, come on. Okay, so... Are you dying now? No. Are you dying now? Yes. Perfect. How about now? Regen 4. Yeah, regen's good. The fell power is mildly upsetting and slightly annoying, but we're basically just healing through it, which is fantastic. It's so good. Do we just want to heal up here? Maybe? So we can kill one of these front units using the sentience damage, or we can at least deal a huge amount of damage. What about sending a Light Wings? Do we care about that? Probably not. Alright. There's the other Animus of Will. Lovely. Final wave! This is where we're going to find out if our preparations have been good enough or not. So, Animus of Will. Ascend. This is now a very, very powerful floor, I have to say. The channel song doesn't do anything. Spreading Spores... I think this is where... I don't think Seraph is going to be actually doing her effect on any of the floors anymore. So I think this is where we can start stacking spikes and regen. So let's go with that. Spikes and regen. Alrighty, how do we do? Yes. Oh, only 24 damage taken. Spreading spores, and spreading spores. 9 damage taken in total. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. So Seraph is multi-attacking. Take some damage. Draw all the cards. Literally draw all of the cards. Oof. And that is a victory. And we've finally unlocked a new clan. The Stygian Guard. Draft the support of the Ancient Guard of the Stygian Sea. Mystical sirens and ancient totems work together to eradicate the winged from hell. Hell yeah! Alright, progression. That's what we like to see. We have rekindled the flames of hell from the frozen heart. And we'll see exactly how we did. We 37,670 is pretty good. Covenant rank 2, add dead weight to your starting deck. Hell yeah. By winning a run with these cards, you unlock their golden master frame. Ooh. So we've unlocked 17 cards. Pretty good. So let's have a look at our Awoken level 3. We unlock Razor Sharp Edge, enhance a unit with +8 attack and -2 health. Tip, this spell can reduce a unit's health to 0 and kill it. Oh, I wonder if you could do that on an opponent's unit. Very possibly. That would be kind of cool. Because that would get around spell damage as well. You could get around spell shields. I like that. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed. So that's kind of a similar thing to the Awoken champion, but not quite. Nice effect. And level 4 as well. We get the Animus of Speed. 25 damage for quick. Gotta like it quick. Vine Mother, resolve, add a sting spell to your hand. Not the greatest, not too bad. Rail Beater, 25 armor, and when it strikes, so when it triggers when attacking, it pushes the attacked unit to the back of the group. Alloy of the Ancients, a really good card. Applying armor 25 with consume. Just take the consume off, and it's a really fantastic card. The win streak increased to 1. Not bad. Oh, and it's even colouring our cards in for us. How lovely is that? Alright, that has been the Awoken run. Next up, we're probably going to go for some Stygian Guard. Just because we've unlocked it and it's kind of new. Alright, I've been Max. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.